sensitive? Why everybody so sensitive? Does anybody even give? We feeling babies up with medicine. Yeah.
Ooh, sipping on juice, sitting in the coupe, thinking about school, thinking about you. Come through, sniffing on blue.
Yo, this your boy C-Star, and this is 600 Seconds with HYLO Art. And before we jump into the interview with this amazing person right here, I gotta tell y'all to like, follow, subscribe, any and everything with HYLO Art. You can find us on all social media platforms and YouTube to check out our interviews and other videos. But, I shake my shoulders a little bit. Listen, y'all, we got an author, a philanthropist, a media personality. It's so much more to your resume that you can add. But I want the people right now to give a round of applause for ROSHEKA Davis.
Yeah. Let's go! Hey, I appreciate that, man.
Now you can scroll down your resume when you tell us about yourself. Tell us about you.
Depends on what you want to know.
We want to know what you gonna tell us.
Man, I am ROSHEKA Davis, AKA Reject. Reject Talks, man.
Yes.
Follow me right now on all streaming platforms, man. Facebook, that's ROSHEKA Davis. On IG, it's Reject Talks. On Instagram, that's on Instagram. Yeah, IG. On TikTok, that's Reject 1979. I also have a website. That's www.rejectent.wordpress.com, man. Follow me. Follow me. I am the way, man. The truth and the life. Because guess what? I walked into my truth and started living life on purpose.
Now that's the introduction for us.
True story.
So now we're gonna jump into, we got you here because we want to know about your writing skills. So how did you start writing?
I've been writing since I was a kid. Writing for me is an escape. I grew up in a house, like Nipsey said, where there was love missing. Hurt people. Shout out to my mom and dad. My mom, who's no longer here today. My father, who's still here. And, man, writing for me began since I was a kid. But I really, really tapped into it when this amazing young soul, Jessica T. Moore, whom I met in Hungry to Speak with the Les Brown program, Hungry to Speak. And she asked me, would I be a co-author in this book, Embracing Imperfections.
Well, you done segue into the next question. I want you to jump in and tell us about embracing imperfection and speak on your chapter, which is lean into adversity.
Yes.
Lean in against adversity.
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
Man, embracing your imperfections is just that. Imperfections we all have. None of us are perfect. None of us are. All of us have a story.
You right about that.
All of us have a story. But it's until you own your shit. We have to own our shit, With owning your shit comes, you're no longer standing in. Standing in your stuff is where you hold yourself as a victim. I'm a victor. Therefore, I stand on my story. I embrace my imperfections. My chapter number 22, double deuce, man. 2 times on everything 2 times. You know what I'm saying? Lean in against adversity. Life is very advantageous. You know what I'm saying? But I like to compare life to boxing. Boxing is a sport of discipline. Discipline, you learn to fight, but you have to be disciplined. You have to learn to drown out the noise. There's a lot of noise going on in the world. There's a lot of noise going on around you. But as a boxer, as a person that embraces their imperfections, you have to learn to drown out the noise and lean in. It's not about how many jabs you can throw, but which ones land,
Exactly.
Which ones stick.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what my chapter is about. Leaning into adversity, not running from it. We don't run from anything. We lean in. We lean in.
Hey, give a round of applause for that, y'all.
True story, man.
So with you speaking on the adversity, did you have any challenges when it came to writing your chapter?
Man, my challenges in writing this chapter was, I'm going to be real, just being vulnerable. Allowing myself to be vulnerable. Allowing myself to feel. I'm gonna be real with you. You know, I used to be a smoker, but I quit smoking because I kept getting the unction. My intuition kept saying she could stop smoking. You know what I'm saying? Because there were some things that I was running from. I had my mask on. Like Future said, mask off. It's mask off time. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped smoking, and I was able to feel. I was able to feel because when I lost my mom, when I lost my sister, my rocks, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of feeling those emotions, I remember the mortician telling me that I was so strong, how strong I was, how strong I was. And all my life, I kept realizing how strong I was. But it's okay to be weak, Rosheka. It's okay to be weak and be vulnerable. So that was the hardest part for me, was to let go of my ego. To let go of my ego and just allow myself to be vulnerable to write this.
Gotcha. Now, that's dope. I'm happy you was able to do that. I'm happy you were there. So what we about to do now, we like to play this game called Word Association.
Okay.
Throw out a word, a phrase, or something. You just tell me about it.
Okay.
Sounds good?
That sounds great.
Number one, you already spoke it out there. Reject talks.
Man. Happy Town Raised, yeah, nigga project. All I wanted to do was make a damn check, play ball, get some money, get her bands up, take a family out of poverty and boss up, help her mama pay some bills and stay sauced up. Man, reject, man. That's me. That's me, man. I was born to a mother who was almost 40 years old. She was going through with my father. Like, man, it wasn't love there. Like, let's be real. Like a part of my mission is to heal families. A part of my mission is to heal families. And in order to heal families, I have to first and foremost heal myself. I have to be real with myself. I was a hurt mother raising a hurt son, you know what I'm saying? But I grew up, you know, reject, man. My mom, as I'm learning and I'm hearing from the universe, you know, like, she wasn't prepared for this. My sister right here was 17 years old when my mom had her next child. My mom had moved on. That chapter of her life she thought was closed. But then here comes me. You know, she wasn't expecting to have me. So that's why the people in my neighborhood call me reject. Because I wasn't supposed to be here. You know, but I took all those things that were considered adversity, man, and I flipped them, you know?
Yeah.
Real reject.
Change the whole definition of the word.
That's right. Change the definition.
Change the definition.
Because it meant bad. But, man, I took it and flipped it for good.
Man, I can dig
and
that.
I advise anybody, man, to take anything in life that's adversity to you and flip it for the good, man. Because it's working for you. It's never working against you. We like to play victim a lot. You know what I'm saying? Why me?
Yeah.
Why not me? That's my question. Why not me?
Good question. Okay. Boss Hall talked about this a little bit earlier, but chair talk, what does that mean? Chair talk.
Man, chair talk, man. A bunch of dope individuals sitting in the barbershop. Getting buzzed up. You know, I got a fresh one. Shout out to my barber, man. Sean, that girl, man. 507 12th Street, man. Casey, South Carolina, man. Real talk. But we sitting in the barbershop and we're talking about life.
Okay.
You know, because in doing my interview, like my research about barbering, man, barbers were they just didn't cut hair. Man, they did teeth and nails back in the day, but they also were known as priests. You know, that's why people go in the barbershop. You like to go in the barbershop, release. Chair talk.
Barbershop, not even get a cut, just to talk.
Therapeutic, man.
Therapeutic.
So that's exactly what chair talk is. We having therapy in the barbershop, like we typically do, but now it's on camera. You know what I'm saying? We talking real life.
And my last word, which you've been speaking about this whole interview as well, is Jessie Lee Davis.
Oh my God, you want me to cry, don't you?
Yeah, listen, I told you. Listen. You good. Like I said, that's my last word for you. Jessie Lee Davis. What does that mean to you?
Real talk, man. I don't talk about my mom that much. You know, not as much as I should. But she was strong, man. I realized that she's just like me. I'm just like her. I found journals in which she was a writer. She was a philanthropist. She was an artist. But she was afraid. You know, she was afraid because, you know, she had not dealt with her pain. She didn't even understand, you know, like the levels of healing and breaking generational curses, man. But she was on her way, you know, and my mom, man, she's my superhero. She's my superhero, man.
I'm happy to hear you say
True
that.
story, man.
Yeah.
She's my superhero, man.
So what we about to do now is take a question from the audience. You good?
I'm great, man.
Yeah. So, how you doing over there, sir? Hey, how you doing? Good, man. Can we get your name? Corey C-Stone in the building.
Shout out to C-Stone, man.
C-Stone. You got a question for ROSHEKA? The 10 Commandments.
The 10 Commandments, man.
Yeah.
The 10 Commandments have been rewritten. The 10 Commandments have been rewritten, man. Again, shout out to Jessica T. Moore. I'm a firm believer. I know we all believe in the Bible, man, you know, but I believe we're rewriting the Bible right now. That's just me. That's just me, man. But Jessica T. Moore talks, she embracing imperfection. She came up with this bookmark. You know, she just didn't co-author this book with 32 amazing women from across the world. She came up with 10 commandments to help you own your story. You know, and she says, number 1, thou shalt engage in daily hard work. Hard work is the hard work. A lot of people don't like to look in the mirror. A lot of people don't like to do that work. But the first commandment is, thou shalt engage in daily hard work, man. This is an everyday process, man. You can't do it one time and think you good. You got to do it every time, you know what I'm saying? Thou shalt let your gifts make room for you. That's number 2. Thou shalt dream big. That's number 3. Thou shalt execute on your goals. Number 4. Thou shalt collaborate, not compete. A lot of times, man, we compete. Man, the only enemy, the only battle is you versus you. You versus you. When you win that battle, man, you'll realize that all that other shit is irrelevant. All that other shit is irrelevant, man. A lot of times we spend our time looking at the next man, But why don't you look at yourself? Look at yourself, man. That's the biggest battle, man. Thou shalt have positive vibes only. Positive vibes only, man. What number is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, number 6. Number 7 is, thou shalt not doubt yourself. Number 8 is, thou shalt do it afraid. Do it afraid, man. Number 9, thou shalt give yourself permission to evolve. And number 10, thou shalt own your story. Those are the 10 commandments by Jessica Moore, man.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go, man.
I ain't mad at no
The 10 commandments.
Yes.
Own your story, man. Walk in your truth.
I gotta ask, when we speak about the world of, books, are you a fiction or non-fiction person?
I can appreciate them both, but being an author of fiction, you know what I'm saying? Because I really believe that your story is not for you. What you went through in life is not for you. It's for somebody else. So tell your truth.
Yeah,
Live your truth, you know? So I'm a
Gotcha.
fan of fiction.
Okay.
Non-fiction. Non-fiction. Non-fiction.
I like that change.
Yeah.
You seen the fan?
Non-fiction.
She gonna get it.
Yeah.
But if you could work with anybody, with even in the book world with everything you have going on, if you could work with anybody creatively, who would it be?
I'm already doing that, man. Shout out to Aru Mazda. That's one of my artists, Aru Mazda.
Okay.
Man, we created beauty together. And looking forward to making more beautiful things happen.
Okay, that's dope to hear.
Highly elevated, man.
That's dope to
Shout
hear.
out to Aru Mazda, man.
For anybody that's looking to be an author, looking to write a book, looking to help put some work in a book, what advice would you give them?
Do it scared. Do it afraid. Thou shalt do it afraid. You know, man, just do it. You know, there's nothing to think about. You've already lived what you're gonna write. You've already lived that. You know what I'm saying? So just allow the universe to speak to you and just do it. Afraid. Do it when you don't even know what's gonna happen. Do it when no one's cheering. Man, just do it. Shout out to Nike, man. Shout out to Nike.
I like that. So how can the people follow you? How can they support you?
Man, support me first and foremost by tapping into this book, man. If you haven't already grabbed this book, I suggest you grab this book, man. 32 amazing women from across the world, totally different stories. So, man, like, to me, that's it, man. I don't require anything, man. Just support the movement. You know what I'm saying? I have enough self-love for myself where I support myself. You know what I'm saying? I do it when nobody else is clapping for me. I do it when there's nobody else cheering for me. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, just get the book. Because I guarantee you'll find yourself in one of these chapters. You'll find your story in one of these chapters.
Gotcha.
Heal, man.
Gotcha. Okay. So what is your goal? What's your end goal of everything you have going on? What is that fulfilling moment you're gonna have? What's the end goal?
Man, my fulfilling moment is when I look into my daughter's eyes, who's 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? Who's 10 years old. She's not my biological child, but when I look into her eyes and she's experiencing pain, you know what I'm saying? But she's able to lean in to adversity at 10 years old because she was around me and I taught her how to speak life, how to calm the noise in her head. You know what I'm saying? For my 20-year-old son, when I'm able to look into his eyes and he's able to calm the noise in his head, that's when I know I've done it. I've done it. And I'm going to continue to do it, man, because it's not about me. It's not about me, man. I don't do this for me. I do this for those that's trying to find a way out, man. That's trying to find a way out.
Gotcha. You got any final shout-outs?
Man, my final shout out, man, first and foremost to God, you know. When I reconnected to the God in me, man. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a God in you. Don't disconnect from the God in you. So shout out to God, man. And shout out to my guardian angels, man. My sister, my mother, and my sister. Man, look how they line up on this picture together. And both of them are gone, man. I never thought I'd see today. I was looking at this picture, and I'm like, man, they're both gone. So all I have now is my big sister, Betty. Shout out to Betty. My father. I no longer say daddy. If y'all don't know, daddy means dies. Daddy means dies and like a father. So I'm like, I'm going to call him who he is. That's my father. I'm going to give him his flowers while he's here. You know what I'm saying? Flowers are God-like. You know what I'm saying? Those of royalty. So, hey, stop calling your babies fathers daddies. Baby daddies, man. We killing them. Daddy means dies. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my brother, man, who's a preacher. And, you know, we clash, but I love him. I love him.
So I got two more things to ask you before we end this interview. Are you going to hit this stage and give us something? I think you're going to give us something special.
Now I'm going to hit the stage for myself tonight.
Gotcha.
I'm going to open my heart tonight.
Okay.
And because it's not about me, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely going to grace the stage.
And the last thing I got to ask you is, what is this back here?
Oh, this fan right here?
Yeah, you got to show the fan.
Man, shout out to the fan, man. Shout out to the fan, man. I got this from South Carolina Pride. Shout out to South Carolina Black Pride for giving me an opportunity and seeing how dope I am. I'm the freshest host in the game, bro. The freshest host in the game. None other, man. No duplication, man. But shout out to South Carolina Pride. They gave me this fan. And man, walking the rainbow, man. I'm a rainbow baby. You know what I'm saying? My mama lost. She had twins, and one of the twins passed away at 3 months. And, man, that makes me a rainbow baby. She wasn't expecting this. So shout out to South Carolina Pride, man. True story, man.
Y'all give a round of applause for ROSHEKA Davis.
Let's go! Hey, this right here saved my life, man. Shout out to my artists again, Author ROSHEKA. I'm going to do the set piece by Author ROSHEKA entitled Furthest Thing. Having conversations with myself, man, you should do that more often. Because when you free your soul, your words of wisdom like a fountain. Shine light inside your city. Speak life into your people. This shit ain't always equal, no, it's best you beat your demons. You made it through the storm, no, you made it for a reason. You been going through some shit, I'm seeing ways to help you beat them. Toe to toe, no backing down until someone's defeated. Fuck hate hard, doubter. If you moving, you've exceeded. No room for no fuck nigga, no fake man, no fraud. No time for no drama with no bitch, and that's on God. I'm moving to the money. make her shiver. She gets into my chamber. Her body starts to quiver. I told her from the jump that I ain't like these other niggas. Cause I come through and kill it, paint the city with my niggas, then go lay up with my main thing, like a vacay in the villa. And the money never stop, like a rollie ain't no ticket. Been on the grind for years, I've always seen the bigger picture. And I used to fuck with so-and-so, you know niggas switch up. And I used to fuck on what's her name, but now my bitches stink up. I blew up like a unicorn, never thought this shit could happen. I stepped inside my truth and started living life with passion. Fuck the madness, it's gon' happen. Be sure you play it straight. Either way the cookie crumble, know that bitch is bound to break. Pack the sprinter with my niggas. Let's hit the road for days. Rent some space to get away. Free our mind of toxic things. Out the way, that's how I play. Just reserve, not much to say. When the agent run up on me, we gon' let the chopper spray. On my say, nigga. Let's go, DJ. Again, shout out to Ahu Mazda, man. Furthest thing, man. Let's go, DJ.
Yeah, you can wait for me. I could get it together. Try to get my together. You can wait for me. I could get it together. Go find you one better. A serious